Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? I just want to show you guys and talk to you guys about the blur blade a little bit. If you guys have any questions about the blur blade, so I can go over them with you guys. So look, blur blade on top. So this is what I want to show you guys. I got a blur blade right here. It's zero gapped, right? Look how close that zero is. This is a zero gap with a stretch bracket, right? So this blade right here, look at that. It could take out the liner. Super easy. And this one opens up to a 1.5, 1.5. Look at that. This one isn't zero gapped. Look, lever closed. It's a half. See? This is a half. So when you gap this one at a half, this one opens up all the way to a 2. Look. Look at the difference. This opens up way bigger. So if you get two blades, you could easily just fade right into each other. You can go from 0, 1.5, straight to the 2. And this doesn't have no stretch bracket on it. This machine, this bracket naturally just opens up bigger. So I like having it on this machine just to open up bigger. But these Rebels are cool for this blade. This machine's pretty strong too. But this is hardened steel. So this is going to cut through anything. Any type of hair. It's probably even cut through horsehair. Look at that. Let's see. Blur. I don't know what the other stuff is. Send it to Mexico. Come on, man. You can order one 23 reel, recognized reel. You can order one at blurguard.com. The link's in our bio. We're actually having a 20% off sale off of everything right now for the Easter weekend. We're the only blade that goes from a true 0, and opens all the way up to a 2. There's no other blade. I'm a barber first. I created this for barbers. This is by barbers. Been cutting for hair for a very, very long time. And I saw that a lot of barbers, man, they can skip guards really easy if they would have had something like this. There's probably going to be other blades that try to be just like us, but none of them are going to go from a 0. None of them are going to cut the way this blade cuts. This thing is insane. Oscar Dot Clean Cuts. Soon, man, soon. Hopefully we can start bringing them out in other colors for people, you know. It would be really cool. I think if enough people wanted them, then yeah, we can do it. You know. I'm just trying to keep innovating for the barbers, man. Keep giving them something new. Keep giving them new tools. This would be cool in another color, though. You're right. Maybe. Yeah, man, you can put it on the Magic clip. The Rebels, the Magic, they all have the same bracket. So you can swap this on any Magic. You can throw it on any Rebel, Instincts, Ergo. Man, you can put it on anything like that. This Rebel, it even works on this Rebel bracket. This bracket on this machine and this machine are totally different. But it works on these brackets because they have the same wall-style holes. So as long as it has like a wall style hole, cool. This will not fit on Osters or Andis, right? I wanted it to work on these machines. These are the machines that a lot of barbers actually use, and I wanted to be modern. For the barbers that have used it, what do you think so far? How do you feel about it? Yeah, Jordan, you used it. What kind of hair did you use it on? Was it cutting right through? Sounding like butter? Were you able to hear the crunch? A lot of people like the crunch sound. A lot of people just has that really crunchy sound. That's the other thing. We were trying to make sure that these teeth, these blades, they were able to resonate some frequencies to make that crunchy sound. So we made them a little longer so it can feed the hair. But with the moving blade, man, that thing makes a real nice crunchy sound so you can hear what you're cutting. A lot of blades, you don't even know if you're cutting. You can't hear it. The room might be loud. People are talking. Shh. When you're cutting with this, man, even when people were talking, you just hear it crunching away. James Cuts It. What's up, man? Brian, what's up, man? The original. What up, man? Jordan, crunch crazy, huh? Yeah, man. I think that's my favorite thing about this blade is that it ain't plastic, first of all. So it ain't cheap, you know? And it has that crunch. You know? I think Blur products, I think that's what we're kind of known for at this point. It's like we're really trying to innovate, you know? We're really trying to put our barber dollars behind every tool to keep adding to the field. There's a lot of companies out there that are just white labeling stuff. And I feel like if you're gonna put something in the barber market, then you gotta innovate. Be Naz, BlairGuard.com, man. But I feel like, oh, the feedback sound. Let me see. I feel like if you're going to, make something for the market, man, innovate. Don't just white label. Really make something that's gonna add on to the industry, and that's what we were really trying to do. We were trying to make something that can stay here and that can last. And barbers during our time and after us can still have tools. They're gonna last. Nothing lasts more than metal. Yeah, peoplegenic. It can go from 0 to 2. Right here, look. That's what I'm trying to show you. Right here, look. I have a 0 gap. This can take out a liner. And look, this one opens up 1.5 with the stretch bracket. But if you don't 0 gap it, it's a half all the way to a number 2. See? Look how different. This opens up way bigger. So if you don't 0 gap it and you put it at a half, it'll open up to a 2. If you 0 gap it, this will open up from a 0 to a 1.5. So you have to gap it based on how you cut, man. I like to cut with 0 to a 1.5 and then clipper over comb. Anything past 1.5 or 2, you don't really need any guards. You should be clippering over comb. Save yourself a lot of time. The original Versatiles, yeah, man, we made these. We made it. We put our barber dollars behind it. You know, we own a mom and pop shop for many years, and we needed it. We created it because we needed it, and then we realized other barbers can need it too. So yeah, man, I'm glad you think it's dope. Nah, Maddie Joan X, they're on sale right now on our website blurguard.com. We're having an Easter day sale, Easter weekend sale, 20% off everything. So these are out. We do have a new product coming out this next month coming up though. Feedback is the same as crunch. I don't think I understand. Oh yeah. It has feedback. It gives you that feedback. Yeah. Mark the Barber, what's up, bro? You know, there's a blade that was brought to my attention that is for a specific company, and from my knowledge, theirs only goes from a half to a two, and I think it's an amazing blade, but I feel like ours goes from 0 to 2. So most haircuts, skin fades, you put a shaver, you put a liner, and you have to take out that really close line. Being able to go from 0 to 2, you can take out that little harsh line, and then you can go open up 1.5 and grab a clipper over comb and be finished with your cut. So I think our product is really good. Also, our product is made by barbers for barbers. We put our actual barber dollar behind it. We're not a big company. We're a mom and pop company. We're still growing, but we're trying to create innovative products. We're not trying to just white label products and sell them to people. We're actually creating these products and we use them on the daily. 2 blur guards would be perfect to use? Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, the original. Jordan, yeah, right? If you go from 0 to 1.5, that's the system. Yeah, so we got a new product dropping. Peoplegenic. We got a new product dropping, and you'll see. I started shooting videos for it already. This April, I'll start posting some pictures and getting some more info for everybody. Did you notice that the matte red low pro effects trimmer did not have the blue blade? What do you mean plastic blade? Did it have that? I don't really understand your question. Clipper ready. Thanks, man. Yeah. That I wish I had some hair to show you guys so I can start cutting and show you guys the difference, man. It's insane. Like how you can go from a 0 to, look at that. Hold on. Let me get a guard. I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah. Let me show you guys something. Look. Peoplegenic, have I tried a blur blade with a staggered tooth cutting blade? So, You could tell. So the instinct. What are these? These are the rebels. The rebels come with this really thin blade, right? I don't really know what you would consider this style blade, but this blade sits really nice. I actually like this style cutting blade for the blur blade. I feel like it's just because it's so thin, man. It cuts really close when it's zero. Um, this style moving blade, I like it. I feel it's more of a chunker. So when I have my blade at a half, I feel like this can just eat through bulk way easier. Maybe because the metal's thicker, maybe because the teeth are thicker, but this thing can eat through bulk. Can you give a hint what's the new product is? Oh man, I wish I could. We're not that far from April. I really want to just drop it and just show you guys. This is amazing and very time saving from true 0 to 2. Then come back with trimmer, shaver, above clipper over comb. The original. That's it right there, man. You want to be able to minimize your tools and minimize your steps and give a great haircut, And if you're a barber that's back to back all day, you don't want to be grabbing all these tools and then you always disinfecting all your guards. Then state board comes in and they're like, oh, you know what? Is this dirty or clean? And then you only have 1 or 2 guards. Next thing you know, you're getting a ticket. But if you got metal and you got metal that can go from a double zero right here, look, this is a 0, man. This will take out a trimmer line. If you have a metal, it cuts from a 0 to a 2. You brush this off, you clean it, disinfect it, you're ready to go for the next person. So nothing's better than metal. Man, metal's the stamp, man. I kind of want to show you this. Look, when I first started designing this, right here, we created the blur guard, and the blur guard goes from a half to a 1.5, and this was a game changer. This is the first guard to ever do this, and a lot of people kept trying to be blur, and they ain't, man. They ain't. First, you got to be a barber. First, you got to know what it's like to stand behind a chair all day and earn your money, and then invest your money into creating your own ideas. And that's what blur is. It's a way of life. It's a barber life, man. Put your money, where you're at. Invest. So we created blur. People liked it. People wanted more. So we took our design and we turned it into a metal blade. See that? This is the next step up. And before we turn it into metal, you got a prototype. And we made it. You make a plastic version of it, start getting an idea to see where you're at, to start seeing your measurements, so you can start seeing, the pathway, so there's no hair buildup. It also helps with heat. It releases the heat, so these are mandatory. Originally, we were going to put our logo all the way through the blade, like that. But too much hair will build up in here and too much oil. It gets kind of messy. So we went with this. But see, this is how it starts. Yeah, man, the blur guard was super cool. That was a game changer for us. That's what started us, and it's thanks to all you guys, honestly. Yeah, but they use a thin blade. Not Sucio, yeah, man. The blade's a game changer. It's honestly insane. You bought Natsusu, you bought one, man? Shout out, man. Did you zero gap it or did you put yours at a half? Like this one's at a half, right? And this one's at a half, and this one opens all the way to the 2. Did you zero gap yours, or how do you have yours set up? That's kind of cool. I want to know. I noticed that the blur blade doesn't fit a wall clipper. The screws that come with wall clippers don't screw down the blur blade. Yeah, man. Yeah, they do. Here, let me see if I have one. I can show you. You notice the blur blade doesn't fit on a wall clipper. Well, look, this is a wall clipper, right? And here it is. It fits. I just took this for one of the barbers right now. They were cutting hair, so see? And look at that. They got theirs zeroed. Look how close that is. They don't have theirs like super close. Maybe they don't want to cut people. I have these like insanely close. So, but no, these are pretty close. But yeah, man, see, this is a wall. I think this is the wall custom. They customized these. They put I think the 100th edition plate on these and different lever. But yeah, look, they got a blur blade on it. Does it get hot fast? And real question, if you're constantly going with turning off the clippers. Sean 203. So every barber cuts differently, right? I can do a haircut in like 10-15 minutes. If it's a haircut and beard, I can do 20-30 minutes. By the time I'm done with these, they're not hot for me. They're still cold. Or they may be a little bit warm. But if you're back to back all day, then yeah, they're gonna be warm. But if you're taking an hour to do one haircut, they're gonna be warm. They might be warm. They might start getting hot. Also, if you're doing a haircut and it takes you an hour, I think you might need to start switching up your technique. And that's the point, to use one blade and one comb. Go from a 0 to a 1.5 and clipper over comb. So no, they haven't got hot for me at all. They haven't got hot for any of the barbers in my shop. Everybody's pretty much cutting hair from like 20-30 minutes a cut. It's kind of like the rough, maybe 45 minutes haircut and beard in the shop overall. What do you say? Yes, the blades are longer, so the heat will dissipate faster than... Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, on the JRL, you got them zero gap? Vince Wavy, what's up, man? Man, Susu, you got them zero gap on the JRL, man. You're going to have to send me a video of that. That's pretty cool. I like the JRLs. They're smooth. They're a really smooth machine. Ooh. People, Genic, if you put the blur blade on the FX1 clippers with a stretch back and clicks, take out the clicks. You see? So it can be a clickless lever. When it has clicks, it's only going to stop to there. See that? But if you take the click out, you get an extra couple millimeters. Look. So you want to take your click out. And if you're used to the clicks, I'm pretty sure by now you probably got your memory recall. You can just remember like boom, 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 boom. You're just there, SC lever on low pro over there. Yeah. This one has a SC lever on it. This one goes all the way up. So I pushed this one all the way up. See? This is how I did it. So mine starts right there. And it bypasses all this. And then it opens up. See that? So man, they have a lot of play. They open up huge. Do you need a stretch bracket? Nah, man. This doesn't have a stretch bracket at all. And this opens it really, really big. You're still going to get the 1.5, man. But in metal blades and plastic blades, there's always a difference in millimeters and measurements, right? These are metal blades, so they're gonna cut all the way through. They're gonna cut even. They're gonna cut sharp. But does a stretch bracket help? If you want to get an extra length out of the blade, yeah, man, get a stretch bracket. If you want to get more extra length, get the stretch bracket and take out your clicks, like this. Get the stretch bracket, take out the clicks. You're gonna have a blade that opens up really big. You're gonna be able to skip guards very, very easy. That's media wall, right? Yeah. Yeah, they 100% fit the wall blade. Yeah, you're right. Look, boom. These are all wall style brackets, man. So like, all these little brackets, they're all wall style brackets. They're the ones that they're like, they have the whole pattern. So no, man. No, Cecile, thanks, man. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. You were back to back all day, right? How many cuts? How many cuts did you use them all on? The good brother barber. Yeah, man. They get warm. They can get warm, but that's any metal. Any metal. You got to remember, this is metal. This is metal. Ours is hardened carbon metal. So this is really, really hard metal. This is going to retain a really sharp edge, but this is metal too. The moving blades, they're metal, and you got this friction going on all day, man. There's a lot of barbers that don't oil their blades or cool care their blades. So metal on metal friction, man, running for any time of period is going to get hot no matter what. But no, it doesn't really get that hot. Just don't take so long to cut hair, man. Don't spend 45 to an hour just doing one haircut. Also, you're hurting your pockets, so you gotta learn how to get quicker. The max it opens up to is a 2, which is here. We got this from a half. We got this zero gapped from a half to a 2. And then this is a 0 to a 1.5 media wall. Jaded Barber. I don't say much, man, because at the end of it all, theirs is for their company, and ours is totally different. You know, my blade goes from a 0 to a 2, and all these other blades, they don't do what we do. All these other blades aren't universal fit. They don't fit on every machine. And we're barbers, and we're putting our actual barber money behind our products, and we're inventing. We're actually inventing our products. You know, we're engineering it ourselves. We're sitting down, we're designing, we're going over designs, and this is what we do every single day to earn, you know, our income and to pay our bills and water and power, man. And we actually do this. So Blur Guard creates products for barbers by barbers. That's first of all, and that's what makes us different. Yeah. So you're saying black crystalline, right? So like a lot of people are starting to put finishes on their blades, like a lot of companies, and they'll put these finishes to help slow down the production of the heat, so it doesn't get so hot. But by creating thin, like diamond, like DLC blade coating, right? It can harden the metal. It can slow down the heat, but overall, you need a sharp blade. It will ruin the sharpness. It doesn't. You need friction. It can't just be super soft here. And all those coatings, that's what it does. So we went with a silver polished stainless steel look because it's true. It's gonna keep an edge. It's not going to rust. These blades don't rust. This blade is hard, and it's going to stay sharp. It's going to stay sharp because you don't have any coating. The coating will make this feel dull, and it will make... That's why when you have liners, right? You get all these liners, and you get these blades that have the DLC coating, but they just don't hit the same. They just don't line up crispy. And they don't line up crisp because the coating doesn't let them be sharp. I'm going to have to look more into that stagger tooth blade, though, and see how it cuts with the blade. That might be kind of cool. Damn, you use them on 15 cuts? That's a good day, man. If that's your day, that's a good day of haircuts, and it didn't get hot. You're probably cutting really fast. Yeah, that's an experienced barber right there, I think. You got some on the Instincts X? Damn. They hit, man. The Instincts are funny. They're really fast. They're really fast machines. I really like those machines. I like them because they're little. You got this little, really quick machine with the moving blade. It's just going. Cuts by Reggie, what up, man? We're just trying to go over these blades. Try to answer any questions that people might want to know. You know, how we prototype stuff, or how innovation even began with us. Just kind of let people get to know us a little bit, answer some questions. I feel like I need to jump on here more with you guys so you guys can actually see, you know, that we're barbers first. That we're trying to build a brand to represent barbers and create products for barbers. And we're putting our actual own money behind all this to make it for you guys. And we're prototyping it. And we're trying to choose some of the best products and best pieces we can, man. Nico the Barber. Yeah, man. It's been a while. It's been a while trying to make all this stuff, you know? Look at this. This guy has his zero gap pretty clean. Look at that. That's pretty crispy, bro. So you can put them on all these different style machines. It's kind of just your setup. I didn't even realize that. Somebody was saying that I have this, what is it, like an Instinct handle on this Rebel Pro. That's kind of funny. I didn't even realize I did that. Sometimes I just grab tools and I swap them all together. Because I'm just like, man, I always take apart all my machines to put a blur blade on them. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to put them back together. So I just grab whatever and mix them all up. You should change blur logo. Man, look at the top. Blur. Look at that. That's the blur logo. Look at that thing. That thing's pretty cool, huh? We were originally gonna cut it through like that. But we were like, nah, it don't work. It doesn't work because also when there's a moving blade, the path gets in the way, so you can't do it. But check this out, man. We've come a long way, bro. But if you guys have any questions, man, right now is the time. You know, while I'm on here, just trying to chat with you guys. I think I really want to make it clear, though, to everybody in here that our blur blade and our blur guard are the first. We're the first. Blur guard was the first guard to go from a half to a 1.5. And we pride ourselves on that. You know, being barbers, feeding our families, cutting hair, and knowing what it's like to work behind a chair from open to close and late night weekends and 7 days a week and having flaky clients, and your knees are hurting, and when you get off work your feet are aching, you know, and then you're working so much, and we know what it's like. We really pride ourselves on making these products, and we really pride ourselves on making our guard and then going from the guard to the blade. This was a huge step for us, and this was a really game changer step for us. It's amazing. It's amazing that we were able to create something that a lot of barbers actually use and love, and they're using these tools to feed their families. And I think if we can better, the skill and the profession of barbering and make it so barbers can make money cutting quicker hair more efficiently, saving time on their cuts, man, that's a win. That's a win in the industry, and I think that we're adding to the game. So shout out to not white labeling and actually sitting down and creating your own products. Billy Blends, what's up, man? Atomic. No, this isn't for this at all. This is the plastic version that we turned into a metal. But the plastic goes from a 0 to 1.5, and our metal goes from a 0 to 2. If you zero gap yours, you can take out a trimmer line. All right, so this and this are different, but our curvature came from our blur blade, and this is more of a taper style blade, So, and you can tell, like, our blade, we have really wide teeth, so you can feed right through hair. You don't got to worry about thick, bulky hair. Just cut right through it. Wave ready. The blur guard gets bitten by the moving blade of the clipper is zero gap. Yeah. So this one, our blur guard, if your machine is too zero gapped, it will cut. It will start biting it. We were going based off of like not so much of a zero gap machine, so that it's more universal and it's a lot safer for barbers. But today's modern day barbers, we're zero gapping our machines like crazy, to the point where they're almost going to cut people, but they're not. It's a tricky little zero gap field that we're playing in. And yeah, so if you're going to put this on a machine that's zero gap, just move your lever just a little bit back. And this one right here, I would say debulk first, and then use this from a 1/2 to a 2 if you set a 2. Then put this on, and it'll eat right through it. I don't really debulk like that, and it'll still work. But the way I'll do it is I'll put it on, I'll close the lever, and I'll slowly start opening it. And I can do a whole fade with this in just one machine. So this is really a good tool that I still really, really, really like. I love this machine. I love this one. This is my personal. I have my personal in white. So I got it in white and green. So, but this is my personal. This is the first one ever made. So I really, really like this one. It just has a lot of sentimental value. Amanda, what up? Need to grab ASAP Wave ready? Yeah, man. We got a sale going on right now. 20% off everything in the store. What's good, player? What's up, Billy? How you liking the blur stuff, man? You over here cutting up with the blur blade? David Giron, I think Giron Flux. Sorry if I ruined your name. I'm sorry. Do they come zero gap already? No, it just comes a blade. You get this blade, and if you have your own machine, you throw it on your machine and you adjust it how you want. This one we have a zero gap, and this one we don't. So it's kind of how you set it and how the style way you cut. You just try to implement it to your style. And eventually you're going to find it how it works for you. Chris and Sons is the biggest hair and beauty industry in the UK. You should send it. Tag us in some of their stuff, man. We appreciate every time people, they share us and they shout us out and let barbers know about us. Like no gatekeeping. Just Let other barbers know about our blades. Let other barbers know about our blur guard and our comb. You know, I think it's really important that you share these products with other barbers because we're all feeding each other. You know, we have an industry. We're trying to create things, and we know what it's like to earn money cutting hair. So don't gatekeep the blur blade, please, or the blur guard. Share it with other barbers. Let them know about it. And also, it helps us. You know, it helps us to be able to create new things and hear what the industry needs and what they want. But of course, I barely use guards now. Billy blends, yeah, man. That was the point, huh? You get this, you don't even need any guards anymore. Just this and a comb, clipper over comb, and your haircut's done. You guys got the blur comb? I don't know if any of you guys have the blur comb. We just put that on Amazon. A lot of people wanted to get really, really quick delivery. So we're trying out Amazon to see how it works and how it goes and making sure everything runs smooth. I don't know if we're ever going to put our blur blades on Amazon. But we have the comb on Amazon. We have a blur guard Amazon now where we have the comb. And yeah, you guys can get it overnight. We have it on Prime, so you can get it immediately. So go get that blade. Yeah, barber consultant. Yeah, man. What's your question, man? West Faded. Sorry if someone asked, but can I put my blur guard on my blur blade? No. Do not. You can't put the blur guard on the blur blade. You see, the blur guard is the blur blade. It came from our blur guard. See that? Same curvature. The difference is this cuts from a half to a 1.5 and it's a guard. This cuts from a 0 to a 2. But you can set it up like the blur guard. See, you can get the blur blade and set it up. You can just half the blade and these will cut the same. Well, this will open up bigger. This will open up from a 2. So these are both really good tools. But this is now the big brother of this officially. This was the big brother. The guard was the big. This is the OG right here. This is the original. This. I still use this all the time. But this is the next level up. This, if you can afford it, this is the next level up. It's metal. It ain't going anywhere. You take care of this, and you sharpen this throughout the years, man. You can have this blade for the next 10, 15 years, 20 years. You just gotta take care of your stuff. Yeah, man. You put the blur blade on a magic clip. It's gonna hit. It's gonna be really cool. Especially the magic clip is really light. You know, I don't know. I think you're talking about the new magic clip too, right? So it has a new motor, new battery, and they run a lot faster. But if you're talking about the old magic clip, I don't know. I feel like the old magic clips, they just die fast and like they don't have enough power. So do put it on a newer machine, and do take advantage of the new innovations that are coming out. You know, that's the whole point of this game. If you can afford to keep innovating, it's expensive. I know. Just find your tools that work for you, and you make your money, man. Pay your bills, feed your family. You know, that's what all these tools are for. They're just tools to help us feed our family, to get ahead, to earn money, to pay our bills, and to make our work life a lot easier, you know? And they're cool. They're really cool. They're going to help you save time. They're going to help you earn your money a lot quicker and give that really good haircut. On the Go Enterprise. So yeah, so this is a 0 to 1.5 with a stretch bracket and no clicks. This has no clicks. So this is a 0 to a 1.5. If you have the clicks, it will still hit a 1.5, but it's going to be a metal 1.5. This would be a 1.5, the equivalent to a plastic guard. So this is going to be a lot better. This is the way I got it set up on my machine. This is a lot better. Shout out Blur Inside Cut. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Let me hold on, guys. Let me give this barber his machine back. I don't wanna take it from him. One sec. All right, guys, don't come after me with this one. This next machine, I already know. I already know how a lot of you guys feel about this one. JC Original, man, I appreciate it. Everybody in here, I appreciate you guys. Danny boy, what up? So look, you guys are funny. This one's in your hands. Run. You know, I know a lot of people how they feel about this machine. This machine still cuts pretty powerful, man. I just want to show you guys this one. I just took this from one of the barbers. The guy has all this hair in there. They were cutting right now with it. The burst fade machine. Oh man, people just, that's funny, bro. Nah, look, at the end of it all, these machines, they're little. I do like that these are little, you know. They are powerful, and I feel like they have a really good to weight ratio. See, it's just really light. This is once again stretch bracket, no clicks, so it's a float lever, and this blade opens up huge, man. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. And I don't think this barber has their, I don't know how zero gap they got them. Yeah, look, this barber doesn't have theirs like insanely flush, I think. Yeah, see, they don't have them insanely flush. Like these aren't as flush as these. These Rebels right here are super gapped. This is a super gap. These Rebels are here. These Instincts, they don't have theirs, so zero gap. So this is cool. This is a more safe. This opens up 1.5, and I don't see a lot of barbers doing this one yet. I think if some barbers got like a second blade, they started doing this half to a 2, right? I think this is gonna be a really crazy game changer for a lot of barbers. If they got 1 zero gap, they're doing this, and then they grab this one, they do the whole fade. I think that's kind of cool. I think it's a game changer, but in reality, you just need 1 blade, 1 comb, clipper over comb, and you're pretty much good to go. You don't need that many. This you need 1 blur blade, a comb, and learn how to clipper over comb, and you're done with the haircut. You know. And this is like if you're doing tapers and skin fades, right? Obviously, if you're doing like regular haircuts, all the barbers want all day. Give me a number 2 on the sides and square everything up, man. That's like a barber's dream haircut all day. Number 2s and squares. Give me square up my sideburns and square up the back and give me a number 2. all day. Give me 100 haircuts like that all day. I'll take them. But in reality, now we're doing skin fades with a shaver, trying to take out zero lines. So you're gonna need a blade that goes from a 00 like this, really close, and opens up really big, so you can just keep moving. Next. Who's that? Who, you know? Sego. Yeah, man. Clipper over comb, right? Crazy. And I think you got some videos, right? You got some videos when you're doing clipper over comb. Go check out some of his videos. This thing's butter, man. Clipper over comb, you hear that crunch? It sounds good. How about clipper over comb with that blade? David, yeah, I'm telling you, man, clipper over comb with this blade, it's good. I really like it. I think a lot of people are starting to see, like, the videos that we post, there's a lot of clipper over comb. I try to make sure that people understand that you just need to simplify your cutting methods to be more effective, to save more time, to earn more money. You know, it's supposed to be $1 a minute. That's how we're gauging our income off of haircuts. $1 a minute. So if you're gonna cut hair and it's gonna take you 45 minutes to do one haircut, then you're losing money, man. You're losing money. If you're charging $30, $40, and it's taking you an hour to cut hair, you're losing 15-20 minutes, you know? So you need to be more efficient with your time, and your tools help with that. Obviously, experience is always going to win over tools. But experience with the proper tools, you're just a beast. You're just an animal. You're going to keep winning. But you got to still have your skill level up. Skill level is very important, no matter what tools you have. Their guard makes that sexy crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Iglis.Corey, get yourself a blur blade, man. You won't look back. You'll be like, yeah, I got myself a blur blade. I love it. Trust me. Yo, Beers491 says someone can fix their hair. Maybe there's that's barbers in here. Maybe one of them can fix it for you. Facts, right? Sego, 10 minutes it cuts off your haircuts, right? So, like, yeah, man. If you haven't tried it, try it and see if it's for you. You know, I'm pretty sure the moment you start using it, if there's a barber in your shop where you cut that's never seen this, they're gonna definitely want one. They're definitely gonna be like, what is that? Why does it make that crunchy sound? And then they're probably gonna want one. Just follow. You want to see that clipper over comb vids? Yes. Say you got. They want to see it, man. You got to post the clipper over comb videos. Damn, look, Liz. My cuts used to take an hour. Blur guard got me down to 35-minute tops. Damn, that's pretty cool, huh? Look, this one got hair all over it. Look at that. Yeah, no, that's cool. It got you down and saved you time. You put in the whole shafa? Yeah, man, put them on, man. It's gonna sound like a bunch of crunching just going on when people walk in there and be like, what's all that noise? Oh, that's blur blade. Yeah, it's just crunching everywhere. Drop in tomorrow? Yeah, Sego, drop that clip over cold, man. People want to see it. Let's see it. Is he real, the barber? So this is a blur blade, zero gapped. This is a zero gap. This could take out a liner to a 1.5, right? It's got the stretch bracket and float lever. And then if you don't zero gap it, because you weren't here for this, it goes from a 1/2 to a 2. So you can either zero gap it or not zero gap it. It's all based on your cutting style. Like if you like to zero gap your machines or maybe not, you can go from 0 gap to a 1.5 and then clipper over comb and you're good. So you don't really need that much. Drop in tomorrow, man. You better drop it tomorrow. You said you were gonna drop it tomorrow, man. So at this point, you better drop it. You said it. All right, so look, I just took this one right now. Look at this. You guys got a blur comb. Boom, boom, blur comb, like that, man. Look at that. This one was a real crazy game changer as well for us. Let me just share this with you guys. He got to drop it tomorrow? Man, David, he said you gotta drop it tomorrow. People Genic, give us a hand. Let's drop it the next for Blur. People Genic. So this next month coming up in April, we're gonna be dropping our pre-release. This pre-release, we're making sure that we're gonna be able to drop it and get it shipped to you guys really quick. I know that a lot of people get impatient with the pre-orders, you know. So this next pre-order, we're gonna make sure we're on top of it. We're gonna manufacture as quick and great as possible. We've been trying to make this product, actually the new product. We've been trying to make it for a few months now, and we finally got it perfect. We finally got it to where we really, really like it. We've been using it on a lot of our cuts. So this April we'll release it, and then you guys can jump on that pre-order and you guys can see what kind of product it is. But I can't tell you. I can't give you a hint, man. You're gonna have to be patient, please. I'm 2 months in the barber again. I usually take about an hour and a half to present a decent cut. I used the blur guard yesterday for the first time. Finished in 45 minutes. I love the blur guard. On to go enterprise. Thank you. I'm really glad that you like this. You know, I'm really glad that you like our products. We pride ourselves on making products for barbers by barbers. So I think that's amazing. Our blur comb. I'm over here. I need to drink some water, man. I'm over here getting all weird. Our blur comb is cool. First, we're the first comb to have our logo just cut through the body of the comb, which is kind of cool. This is just a cool factor. It's like, man, this is blurring your face, you know? Like, what are you using? We're using blur, you know? This is pretty cool. Also, man, you know what? I dare somebody in here to put the blur comb on their client's head and just throw some enhancement. Just throw some enhancement and get the blur logo on their head. And then do a whole fade around it, like a burst fade or something. That'd be crazy. Yo, though, anyone send me a video of them using the blur blade and throwing some enhancements on the head, and if it's a super good haircut, I'll post it to the page. That would be sick, but it has to be good. And please try your best to make it sure it's like good recorded quality, you know? But if you do that, man, I'll post that to the page because that'd be hard. Put it on someone's head, burst fade it, throw some enhancements, get the blur logo on their head, and then show me that you used the blur blade. That'd be crazy. Yeah. A1A killer caps, yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, at the end of the day, you still gotta have knowledge on cutting hair. You still gotta, the better your skill levels are, the better the tools will help you, right? And that's with anything. So if you expect any product to make you an instant success overnight, man, then it's a magical product. But with anything, you still need some skill level. So I'm really happy that our products were able to help you, and I'm pretty sure in due time you're even gonna be even better. And I hope that our guards are even, it can make you even better over time. But give all tools a try, especially the blur blade. If you haven't tried it, try this out. Figure out, like, do you need a machine that's zero gap? Do you need a machine that's half? Also, there's so many machines coming out, like this machine and this machine and that machine. Like, you gotta figure out what's your tool, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to make some money, give a good haircut, and have reoccurring clients and referrals all the time. So find the tools that work for you. Try out new tools. Keep at it, man. Keep trying to see what's for you. Yo, I appreciate everyone that's jumping in here, though. If you guys, I'm saying, if you have any questions, though, ask away. If you have any questions about the blade, or anything. It's crazy. So, Blur Guard all started from being a barber first, man. Being a barber first, building the first client, cutting hair in the back chair, and moving up every chair, ranking up, earning your spot, That's Blur Guard. Standing behind the chair from morning to close, that's Blur Guard, Knowing what it's like to lose clients to another barber because you suck. So you got to get your skills up, man. And when that client wants to come back, you tell them, I'm good, man. I'm actually busy. That's Blur Guard. Blur Guard is by barbers, man. People that actually know what it's like to really work. To have hair splinters all in your skin. To go home, lay in bed after the shower, and you're in your bed and you're like, damn, that hurts. What is that? And there's a hair splinter in your foot that you can't even reach. There's a hair splinter in the back of your neck, and you don't even know how it got there. That's Blur Guard, man. All these other companies that are white labeling and selling people products, I hope that they are actually sitting and innovating and putting behind their own money to make their stuff, and not just white labeling stuff. Creating, having some sense of pride, and actually giving back to the industry, not just copying cat. Anybody can copycat anything, man, but make something. If you're gonna make something, make something. That's Blur Guard, man. So our next products are gonna be us. They're still gonna be us. They're gonna be genuine, and they're gonna be tools that we create for barbers, that we would use ourselves, that we do use ourselves. Look, we use these every day. These are some of the barber's tools right here. I just grabbed them. This has hair all over it. Look, we use all this stuff all day, every day. B-Nazzle 7. Our blade is pretty light. I think it's pretty light. It is hardened stainless steel, so it is metal. But no, I don't really think it's pretty. I don't think it's heavy for a blade. I think it's actually pretty decent weight, especially depending on the machine. Like weight ratios. Depending on the machine you put it on, it might feel heavier, but there's all the metal components. But nah, man. Also, they don't compare, man. This is Blur Blade. Blur Blade goes from a 0 to a 2. No other blade does that. We're the only blade that goes from a 0 to 2. You know? Anybody that tries to copy us, they're not us. This is all patent pending Blur blade inventions right here. Blur blade. Blur guard comb. This is all us, man. This is all originally thought out, sat down, created by us. Engineered, CAD designed, prototyped by us. Look at that. Look at this plastic version, just to make sure all the measurements are right before we committed to actually giving all our money into this. You know, this is all before we even launched Blur. We were trying to think on how to keep getting better and better and better and better, and not just give Barber products that here's a new machine every week, here's a new machine every week, here's a new machine every week, because they're white labeled. You know, no, these are machines, these are blades that are created with a purpose. It's not created to just be replaced. This blade is created to stay here and to create a legacy in time, to be here for the new barbers to come out of barber school. That's Blur blade. That's Blur guard. What is it? Silas.cpp. I want to get a blade soon. Blur guard changed my life. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Just Omi the Barber. I just ordered mine, ready to bless somebody with it. Man, I think you're really gonna like it, man. You're really gonna like it. I think you're gonna love that crunch sound. A lot of people really like it. Shoot a video with it, man. Tag us in it, please. You know, getting the word out really helps. Don't gatekeep Blur blades, Blur guard, man. Don't gatekeep it. Share with another barber, please. It helps us. It helps us continue to grow. Yo, son, how can I get the 0 to a 2 blade? It's on blurguard.com, man. Go to blurguard.com and you can order one. Thank you. If someone wants to buzz the hair with a size 2, we're able to use that guard and buzz the hair too? Yeah. If you have it gapped to a half and you open it all the way, yeah, you can buzz their hair with it. Real easy. You can just buzz their hair. The cutting blade falls right on the pocket. So, yeah, you can cut someone's hair really easy with it. That's dope, bro. I used to work in a his barber supply store, so I've seen more stuff that's out these days. The stuff you guys have are the best I've seen them in, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We're still trying to get our stuff in more stores, you know. We're still trying to let a lot more people out there know about us. There's a lot of barbers that don't know about us, and hopefully barbers can start telling other barbers about it and not gatekeep. You know, put other barbers on. You know, by supporting barber brands like us, mom and pops, businesses. You know, barbers first. We're barbers first. You give us a chance to stay around and keep creating new products for the game, for the industry, to keep trying to innovate and to be able to afford to innovate. Because, you know, innovation is expensive, you know. If everyone could do it, then everyone would. So we're trying. And, you know, all the support helps. And especially, it's a really good product. So that's the best part of it. A lot of people were just gimmick products, and these are actually really, really good products. These blades are really, really good. So, game changer stuff right here. The only one that goes from a 0 to a 2, the only true blade, the only hardened steel carbon blade. This thing cuts, man. This thing cuts so well. You can hear it crunching away. Tumpezi, yeah, man. Hernandez, what's up, man? It takes a long time to deliver, but it's worth it. Sorry, man. We try to package everything. We try to get it out on time, and then sometimes the USPS they mess everything up, man. They don't want to ship it on time, or like, man, dealing with shipping is a whole nother ball field, man. Like, they either are on your side or they're delaying your orders. So also, make sure you put in the right address. A lot of the time, a lot of people don't put in the right address, and then their order comes back, and then we gotta send it off again, and we eat up the shipping, and it takes away from the investment dollars to keep putting back into this stuff for you guys. So please double check your addresses, make sure they're correct. If it's a PO box, make sure it's correct, please. All our packages are signed at delivery, so you have to be available so that you can sign for your package, or else they're going to return it to us. Or if you can't pick it up, call the USPS office, tell them that you can pick it up there. Silas, thanks. I think you're gonna love it. Make a video when you get yours, man. Freddie89, man. California. We're California based. Blur Guard, all our stuff. We're right here in Cali. We're just trying to promote really hard and make sure that all the barbers can have a chance to try this blade out. They can be the judge. All the YouTube reviewers, they can review it themselves. They can tell you their feedback. They can let you know how they feel about it. And that's the other thing. A lot of influencers, a lot of barber reviewers, shout out to them. So far, we've gotten a lot of really good feedback on this blade. I hope they're constantly enjoying it and still continuously enjoying it. I know they get sent a lot of products and they always have to try new products, but I really hope that our blade is something they keep in the arsenal, man, in their daily rotation. I think that would be really cool. The Blur Guard ready for me? I've been wanting to get it. Just been lagging. D Barber LA. We have a sale right now going on for Easter weekend. 20% off everything on our website. And we're doing that. We want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to try this blade out. Plugged LA Cuts. What's up, man? We're just trying to make sure that everybody gets a chance to try out the blade, to really give it a go. I promise you, man, you get this blade, you're gonna wonder why all your other blades didn't crunch like this. All blades should crunch. That way you can hear them cutting. If you can't hear what you're cutting and you can't see what you're cutting, then you're lost. It's like walking in a dark room with no light. But if you got the Blur blade, you're gonna be able to find your way with the crunch sound. No, I'm on live. Yo, I need to get that. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you right now, it's on sale, man. So, this is probably the last biggest sale we're gonna do of the year, before we release anything else. So, jump on it. Man, I appreciate everyone that jumped in here. Honestly, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all the barbers. I'm just trying to talk to you guys a little bit, So, shout out to all of you. Shout out for jumping in here. Enjoy y'all Easter. Cy the Barber. I'll try to keep jumping in here more often. Maybe answer some questions for you guys. Just got to find some time to sit down and go over these with you. Maybe keep, Silent just copped. Should I use a float lever on it? Yeah, man. Shout out. Thank you for supporting Blur. Blur products. I really appreciate that a lot. You know, we're barbers. Our products are created for barbers by barbers. We're a mom and pop spot, so we really appreciate it. Yeah. I would say zero gap it. Take the click out the lever, so it's a float lever, and that way you can get all the opening space you can from it, man. You can get all that length. You can just be able to cut the hair, open it up, and then just clipper over comb and be done with your haircut. Also, our blur comb is a comb version of our blur guard. This is from a half to 1.5. This is a half. This right here is the thicker version. So this tapers. So you can cut from the half. You can cut from the 1. You can cut to the 1.5 right here. This should be able to get it. So this is so you know where you're at on the comb scale. See, right there, right there, right there. Most combs are just continuously one number. So they're either thin or they're thick. This tapers so that you know where you're at on the comb. And then all this is just like ergonomics that we thought we could throw in there that maybe barbers would appreciate. But this comb has the number scale for you, half, the 1, the 1.5, So this is a good comb to have. Also, this is really high-end plastic, so that's a really good comb. I really like that. The Barber, it says 0 to a 1.5, right? Yeah. So this one and this one are both zero gap. This is a 0. See, look at that 0. Flush to a 1.5. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so the Barber, yeah, that's a 0 to 1.5. Let me see. The boy cuts. What's up, man? What's up? Cubitzilla 24. What's up, man? So right now our blade goes for 50. Right now we have everything on sale on our website for Easter weekend, 20% off everything. So you can get the blade right now for about $40. So it's about $10 off. And probably one of the last sales we're gonna do of the year. This April we're gonna be releasing a new product. So this is probably like the last sale we're gonna do for the year. So this is your chance if you want to try the blur blade, get your hands on one, and then figure out how you want to gap it yourself. Hot sauce and haircuts. Do you have the stretch bracket and a float lever? Because if you put the stretch bracket and the float lever, it should hit your 1.5. Even this, see, look, hot sauce and haircuts. This is not a zero gap. We have this at a half. This opens up to a 2. Look. Look at the difference in the openings. This is way bigger than this. Look at that. Look how much more. This opens up way bigger. So yeah, it's all about how you gap it, man. Gapping your machine. If you're either gonna go with a half to a 2 or a 0 to 1.5, it's all on how you gap your machine. Obviously, this is the obvious, man. This is a taper style blade. This one, it's just a flick of the wrist, or you can lay it flat. If you notice, we put this curvature right here. This is still flat. So it's all about how you use it. Obviously, every barber has their own style of cutting. So Jordan Barbering, you got what off Amazon? Oh, you just got a comb off Amazon? Fire. Thank you. Post a video using it, man. Tag us. All the promotion, all the getting us out there really helps. Cubazilla, man, you've been sleeping, bro. If you don't got one, what are you waiting for? This is a 2 metal, by the way. If you guys are trying to compare 2 plastic, this is a 2 metal. All right, Barber LA. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Hot sauce. Yeah, man. Post a video using the stuff, man. The Blur products. I would really like to see, you know, more barbers using the stuff, making videos, and it'd be cool to see how every barber uses it. You know, I was saying earlier, like, it'd be super cool if someone did like made a video using the Blur blade, right? Like a burst face on it, and then they grabbed the comb and the logo and they sprayed enhancements on the head and left the Blur logo on someone's head. If the video was tight and the haircut was tight, I'd share the video on the Blur page. That'd be tight. Yeah. And if you make the video, man, if the video's fire, bro, send it to the DMs. And send it to the DMs, and then we'll go over it, man. If you do the video, and if anybody does a video, and they spray enhancements using Blur on the head, and they showcase the product, bam, and it's a good haircut, I'll post it on the page. That'll be fire. So let me know, you know. Jump in the DM, send that video, start making some content, man, so I can post your video on the Blur page, get you out there, more people can see you, you know, more support each other. You use A2 metal, but I'm telling you, I figured out how to use it, but I feel like you have to be super soft with it. Yeah, like detachables. Nah, man. If you look on, maybe, you know, every barber cuts differently, but if you look at the videos that we post, like, we're just shredding through the hair. We're just going. So I'll try to do like a live video where we're just cutting hair. And that way people can see it in action too, because there's a lot of barbers that are intimidated to use new stuff. So, all right, Jay, just see, man, post it. You know, when you have it, anybody has it, and they want to make a cool video, and they want to, we don't mind sharing it to the page if it's tight, you know, but you have to put some effort into it. All right, guys, I gotta get off right now. Like pause. I'm gonna log off this live, and I'm gonna try to jump back on at another time. All right, I appreciate you guys. If you don't have Blur, get yourself a Blur blade. Cop it. I'll try to go on live tomorrow and chat a little bit more with you guys about the Blur products. All right, peace, one love.